Alright, what's up y'all, it's Fan here. And in today's video, man, we are talking about the top 3 center builds in my opinion in 2K18. Now this is updated. I did do an original version of this and it was like top 10 maybe a month ago or a little bit less than that maybe. Honestly, I just thought this would be a cool series to do to see how I feel like the game progresses in my mind in terms of which builds are the most overpowered and which ones I've seen. Now, some I've played with, some I've played against. I have seen every one that I list off at least once or multiple times, and it's really just what I feel like the player is capable of and how good they do it. So anyway, we're talking about the centers in this video, and at number 3 in my opinion is the driving and finishing 3-point shooting as a center. So as this, you get Hall of Fame pick and roller still, obviously like you still get posterized relentless finisher, lob steady finisher, putback king. You get these shooting badges on gold, a lot of bronze badges. Now don't get me wrong, the badges on this build aren't too OP, but it's just the fact that you are a multi-dimensional player who is also fast as well. You still have the vert for rebounding. Now obviously you will kind of struggle with rebounding, but I feel like your dude's athletic enough and big enough to hold his own anyway. In terms of Pro-Am, is this a great build? Maybe not. I feel like in Park it is the best build, just because you can still play the 3. You know what I mean? You can play with a lot of inside guards. You can play with, you can play with a lot of outside guards like sharpshooters and maybe like a playmaking sharp or something like that. And you can still fit in with maybe like a playmaking slasher or a playmaking shot creator, something like that. So at the end of the day, a big man. The best thing you can do as a big man is fit in with the rest of your team. That's how I see it. You still have good ball control with this as well, so maybe you can take over a little bit. I just feel like this is more of every center build should be a role player build, except for what I have at number 1. Now, for number 2, I have this reversed. I have the 3-point shooting and then driving and finishing. Now, this one has a much better 3, less dunks though. And get this is another thing too. If you make your center 6'10" as the driving and finishing and 3-point shooting, you have all 4 contact dunks as a center. That's pretty nice. That's some, like, for those of you who know what my athletic finisher was like last year, and which, by the way, guys, I might be debating possibly making a small forward 6'10", driving and finishing primary, secondary 3-point shooting. I feel like that you get all the contact dunks. You get 75 3-pointers still, which with silver shooting badges is very doable. Anyway, I guess that's the reason why I had the other one on the list. At number 2, however, like I said, this one is a little bit better. It can stretch the floor a little bit better as well. The dunks are still there and doable. You still have posterizer as a badge, and the speed is still doable. And like I said, it's more just about the fact that it can stretch the floor with gold shooting badges, silver limitless range, and I think that's a very nice player build to have that will fit in with anybody you play with. So now we have the most OP in my opinion, which is a pure post scorer. This is debatable. You could possibly say maybe post driving and finishing or post shot creator. Maybe shot creator just because the mid-range is slightly better. Or is it even? No, yeah, mid-range is slightly better. So you can maybe say post shot creator. But at the end of the day, the pure post has 3 overpowered Hall of Fame badges. Still has brick wall and then another gold badge. I'm not sure which, but the post offense in this game, pump fakes below the rim. It's OP. It's not debatable, man. Post scorers are the most OP build in 2K. Has been for 2 years. Every year they've done archetypes, and honestly, like I said, well, I guess I didn't say this. The only downside of it is speed and a little bit of vertical. You still have great rebounding for for just a player that doesn't have any rebounding at all. You still have good ball control. Mid range is really good. Dunks good. Layups OP. Like I said, this player is a pump fake god. 2v2, this is the best build undoubtedly. 3v3, I might give I will give the stretch finisher an edge to it, and the driving stretch. I feel like that's, in 3v3 you need to be able to shoot threes. You need to be able to roll the basket hard. I feel like posting and isoing in the post, it's not really worth it in threes because you're not going to end up getting many 3-point buckets out of it. unless people double team for whatever reason. I wouldn't know, because why would you double team a person that's only going to score 2-pointers? You know what I mean? When on the other end you could easily get 3s. I feel like, and for those of you who probably, you know, are mad at me for not picking like a rebounding build, I feel like in these games the last 2 years, the shooting has been so good to the point where, what's the point of having a rebounding build, especially in Park? I mean, I understand in Pro-Am possibly, but I just don't understand what the point of having a rebounding build in a game where you shoot almost 70%, and that's considered bad sometimes. Like, I just don't get the purpose of a rebounding build. So anyway, I mean, I can understand it maybe for 2v2 just because you have to get O boards, because when you do miss, then that is really, it really does hurt your team. But I don't know, man. I'd much rather have a pure post who has gold brick wall and can. So you could be a screen setter. You could still pick and pop in the mid range. You can still pick and roll because your dunks and layups are OP, and you can still ISO in the post, and your rebounding is still solid as well with max strength, with Hall of Fame badges that are the most cheese thing in the game. Pump fakes, cheese thing in the game. It's just, the pure post is so OP, and I just feel like this is unbeatable. So, well, unbeatable with the right player playing as it. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, check some other videos that I've done on my channel. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a series of this, so if y'all want to maybe see what my opinions have changed throughout the year, feel free to. If you're watching this in the future, feel free to, you know, feel free to check out any of my other videos that I've done in this series. Subscribe if you want to check out any more of it. And other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed. I will be doing a point guard video as well, and maybe the wings. I'm not sure what I want to do for that. I might do the forwards slash, you know, shooting guard. So anyway, that's all for the vid. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.